After winning her first Oscar for Best Directing a half a decade ago, Chloe Zhao comes back nominated for Best Directing for the tragic drama Hamnet. Is it as good as the critics and everyone says it is? I'm Brad, this is Watch Rate Heart, and let's find out. A fictional story of what inspired William Shakespeare's Hamlet. This is the drama Hamnet, starring Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal, directed by Chloe Zhao. Now, these scores are as of March 9th, 2026, and they are subject to change. This film has a Letterboxd score of 4.2 out of 5, which makes it ranked number 323 in Letterboxd's top 500 films of all time. It has an IMDb score of 7.9 out of 10, a Rotten Tomatoes of 86% fresh, and Metacritic of 84. As for accolades, it was nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Film, Best Direction, Best Actress for Jessie Buckley, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Casting, Best Score, Best Production Design, and Best Costume Design. It won the BAFTA for Best British Film and for Best Leading Actress for Jessie Buckley, and it was nominated for 11 BAFTAs, including Best Film, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress for Emily Watson, Best Supporting Actor for Paul Mescal, Best Costume Design, Best Makeup and Hair, Best Score, and Best Production Design. Yeah, this film is as good as everyone says it is. You know what's really good? Jessie Buckley's performance. My God, there's not much more I can say that hasn't been said already, but she is the entire movie, and she pretty much carries the film. Everything that she does in this film is outstanding. Whether it's the birthing scenes, what happens to Hamnet, when she sees the play at the end of the film, she is spot on perfect on every aspect. Like, I understand now why she is a lock for getting Best Actress, and she should be. This was an outstanding performance, absolutely. But outside of Jessie Buckley, I love the ethereal yet natural feel of the film. This film strikes a nice balance where you see a lot of colorful foliage and a lot of natural beauty in the movie. It has a ghostly kind of feel to it. This otherworldly feel that it just fits so right with the film. And as the film goes towards what is about to happen, you feel the impending doom and then the unease is going around. It feels like a spiritual film in a certain way, and it actually is incredibly effective as the film goes on. And each act ends in a highly effective, highly emotional manner, and I was actually really, really surprised by that. Like, I was waiting for a bit of a stumble, and there's a little bit of a stumble at certain points of the film, but every pivotal act ends incredibly well. Whether it's that Agnes is pregnant, whether it's the death of Hamnet, and whether it's the play, each act ends incredibly well, like really effectively. And I love the ending of the film. I see a lot of people have complaints about how Agnes is portrayed at the end of the film, and I've got to say, like, I love how she was portrayed and how it was shown. And to me, the ending and how Agnes reacts to the play is more of a catharsis than it is of somebody who's like, oh, this is what a play is? Because that's what people seem to be interpreting, which I'm kind of confused by. But love the ending of the film. Just so much that I love about this film. I do have one minor, and I mean minor, complaint. And this is like a 20-minute thing. It doesn't really hurt the film all that much, but I do need to point this out. The time between where Hamnet dies and the Hamlet play is shown is a little too long. I mean, by maybe minutes. It seems to drag a little bit. It's not to a point where I'm starting to be like, oh my God, what the hell is going on? It's more like, this could have been paced a little bit better. We could have cut the scene where Agnes's mother came to visit, or maybe another scene here or there, but it's not a big deal. But like, it's enough where I was starting to notice that this could have been paced a little bit better. Not a big deal at all, but I just wanted to point that out, that there is one minor thing I did not like. But man, Hamnet is such a powerful movie. It is such a great movie. Like I said, in every act ending, there is like an emotional palpability that I was not expecting. I was expecting when Hamnet died that was going to happen, but throughout each act, it just is hit perfectly, and Buckley's performance is amazing. Truly a great film. I absolutely understand now why this is getting so much praise and why Buckley's performance is a lock for Best Picture. I think this might be my favorite film that's been nominated for Best Picture this year. It's between that and One Battle After Another, but this one is really good. And in every episode of Watch Rate Heart, I not only give you my opinion of the film I'm reviewing, I'm also giving you the opinions of the Letterboxd community. And let me tell you something. There are people that actively hate this film, and I'm a bit surprised by it. I really shouldn't be. We all have differences of opinion, but there are some visceral reactions I have on my friends list to this film, and I'm really surprised. But I couldn't get those because the visceral reactions are literally paragraphs long, which I appreciate. I love when people get into detail as to how they feel about a film, but with the way that my channel is and the way I have to read everything off, I couldn't use one of those. I would definitely check out some reviews that are negative. They have some decent points that maybe you might want to think of. This first review is from Joseph. Joseph gives it 5 stars out of 5 with a heart, and Joseph says, Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal's chemistry in this movie is outstanding. I absolutely agree. They work incredibly well together. The first scene that they meet is actually really well done. This next review is from Greg's 1999. Greg's is a little bit lower. He gives it 3 stars out of 5. And Greg says, didn't do much for me at all, sadly. I appreciated Jessie Buckley's performance, especially and Paul Mescal's, but I got pretty bored after the tragedy. I can understand that to a certain extent. Probably just me. I didn't even realize it was about William Shakespeare until I double-checked. Really? Okay, it's called Hamnet. Okay. I gotta say, for everyone who criticizes the film, they all say, no, Jessie Buckley is really good in this film. Absolutely. And a lot of them also praise Paul Mescal. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I think Jessie Buckley carries this film on her fucking back. This next review is from Kevflix and Chill. Kevflix gives it 3.5 stars out of 5, and Kevflix says, good grief. This didn't hit as hard as I was expecting, but still, that Jessie Buckley primal whale nearly wrecked me. Yes. Yeah, that really did it. Also, what did it was her giving birth to the kids. The look on her face and how she acted was like, holy fucking shit, she is acting her ass off. After seeing this movie, I seriously was like, she has to win Best Actress. She's too good in this. But if she loses, that would be a travesty. But yeah. And this last review is from Rev Almanac. Rev gives it 3.5 stars out of 5, and Rev says, apparently this is watched and reviewed by Andrew Corns. Andrew, thank you. This did not emotionally connect with me the way it was trying, or the way I was expecting it to. Not a single tissue was used to wipe away tears of sorrow. Maybe I'm dead inside? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. As a vehicle to earn Jessie Buckley an Academy Award, I'm cool with this though. She is on fire throughout. Yeah, again, nearly every review I've seen can either say, I love this film, or it's fine, or I didn't like it, but yeah, Jessie Buckley's really good. I see that constantly. We don't know what movie will emotionally connect with us and for what reason and how. Calling yourself dead inside is a little harsh. I did see a few reviews say that this film felt a little performative, which I kind of disagree with, so maybe that might be the feeling as to why Rev feels this way, but okay, to each his own. So, in review, yes, Jessie Buckley's performance is that great. I love the ethereal yet natural feel of the film. Each act ends with a highly effective and emotional manner, and I love the ending of the film. A minor quibble, and I mean a very minor quibble. The part of the film between Hamnet dying and the Hamlet play is a stretch too long. Just a smidge too long. But honestly, I have to say, of all the films thus far that I have seen that have been nominated for Best Picture, this might be the best one. I am giving this film 4.5 stars out of 5. A fantastic film. I absolutely loved it. I love the feel of the film. I love the look of it. Buckley is amazing in this film. Paul Mescal is very good. I even liked Emily Watson. I thought she was very good for the small role that she had in this. Just an outstanding film, and if you have not seen it, go on the Peacock right now. Watch it. It is just an amazing film. So, 4.5 stars out of 5 for me for Hamnet. And that is it for this episode of Watch Rate Heart. But before I go, here are the reviews coming up this week. I don't know exactly when this will happen this week, but it will. I've got reviews for The Secret Agent, the movie that was nominated for Best Picture this year from Brazil, and Sentimental Value, the movie that was nominated for Best Picture from Norway. Those are coming up this week. And on March 13th, I have reviews of films that were set in Ireland or of Irish people for St. Patrick's Day. The reviews are The Secret of Rona Nish, The Irish Pub, The Crying Game, and Belfast. So check those out on Friday, March 13th. If you like any of the reviewers I've highlighted in this episode, you can check out the video description for a link to their Letterboxd profile. And be sure to give them a follow and let them know that Brad from Watch Rate Heart sent you. You can follow me on Letterboxd and X at Watch Rate Heart. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and share with your friends. I'm Brad from Watch Rate Heart. Thank you for watching. And remember, we all watch and rate movies, but you give them the heart that makes them live forever.